Scary facts. In 2008, a man living in rural Japan noticed his food disappearing at night. When he installed cameras, they revealed a woman had been living in his house. At the time of her discovery, she had been living there for months. Did you know you could be impaled by a beach umbrella? It happened to a woman on the Jersey Shore. Scary facts. A rat's teeth never stop growing. Cosmologists theorize the constant expansion of the universe could cause it to tear apart. This theory is called the Big Rip. Figging is a practice wherein ginger root is inserted into one's private parts. More than 150 corpses occupy Mount Everest. Scary, terrifying truths about cartoons. The Rugrats' Angelica is the only one who can talk to the babies because they are a figment of her imagination. The original Scooby-Doo series is set after a horrible economic depression. SpongeBob SquarePants is commentary about nuclear testing. In Pinky and the brain is no genius. When the Bretschwee family decided to insulate their home in Auburn, Pennsylvania, in 2015, they discovered that it had already been infested with scores of dead animal carcasses. An expert attributed the rotting animals in their walls to powwow or Dutch magic, a ritual originating in the culture of Pennsylvania Dutch to treat ailments and gain physical and spiritual protection. The Pennsylvania Dutch were a group of German-speaking settlers to Pennsylvania in the 1600s and 1700s and are of Lutheran, Mennonite, and Amish faiths. The mold found on the rotting carcasses in the Bretschwee's home has caused illness among the family members, and they say that the odor hasn't gone away. Theodore Robert Bundy was an American serial killer who took advantage of, and got rid of numerous young women and girls during the 1970s and possibly earlier. After more than a decade of denials, he confessed to 30 offings committed in 7 states between 1974 and 1978. A New Jersey man has apparently been holding such a grudge against his ex-wife he divorced nearly 5 decades ago that he goes to her grave almost every day just to relieve himself on her grave. This shocking story was recently made public by 43-year-old Michael Murphy, who used hidden cameras to catch the culprit in the act after finding traces of urine and plastic bags with feces whenever he visited his mother's resting place of the cemetery at Tappan Reformed Church in Orangetown, New York. The captured footage revealed an elderly man visiting the grave almost every day at around 6 in the morning and casually relieving himself on the woman's headstone. He was later identified as her ex-husband, whom she had divorced 48 years ago and whom she had not been in contact with since 1976. Things that used to look terrifying. Dentist. Police officers. Your first emoji was your mom's reaction when you were born. Comment your first emoji below. 3 terrifying bird species that you'll be glad are extinct. The Haast's eagle, the Argentavis, the Forus racidae. Why they're called killer whales. Orcas were given the name killer whale by ancient sailors' observations of groups of orcas hunting and preying on larger whale species. They called orcas Assassina balaenas, or whale killer, a short term that was eventually flipped around to the easier killer whale. Creepy facts. 1 in 50 people in the United States has an unruptured brain aneurysm. Postpartum psychosis can happen overnight. People say a haunted radio station from Russia exists. Emperor Nero profited off human urine. Cockroaches are immortal. Scary cockroach facts. A cockroach can live for a week without its head due to their open circulatory system and the fact that they breed through little holes in each of their body segments. It only dies because it can't drink water and dies of thirst. A cockroach can hold its breath for 40 minutes and can even survive being submerged underwater for half an hour.